And you should see it. Kitted out with everything. They got speakers, they got a hot tub in it. Don't know how that works when the bus moves. The Venga boys have got nothing on them.
Don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons with me, a man wondering how on earth the media predicted us to be fourth this season. As always, if you've enjoyed the series so far up to this point, and I really hope you have, drop a like. That really does help me out with all that jazz. So yeah, we wanted to take a look at both season preview and media predictions, and you know full well that season previews and media predictions are so bizarre in the sense that this seems to change on the fly. Now, the way this works currently is that they've got us as fourth place. Tissa are right up there as well, so it suggests that they're definitely a main rival for us. Paralimni in there too. Pick are also down there in fifth, with Alki right up there as well. So it's interesting that Olympia actually reckoned to come bottom despite the fact that there's promoted sides in there too. So I don't know if that's actually our media prediction though. So our media prediction is second, which makes a lot more sense. Tissa is actually fifth, so you could argue that they're overachieving slightly. Whereas Paralimni are, of course, expected to come top. Wow, that's quite a nice little stadium they've got there. These guys, they mean business. Alki were expected third, okay. And Peck were expected sixth. So I'd say that the media prediction of us being second, I mean, we are currently second, is certainly a lot more on base than whatever this is. But nevertheless, that's the situation. Today, though, we go away to Deranea. Not an easy game by any means. I'm going to use our actual selection that I've set up, because that's what I want to actually start with, although actually it's not. Hey, excuse me, what? On international duty with Cyprus. Cheers for telling me, Marios. That's fantastic. Didn't need you at all. Okay, apparently he's just pissed off on holiday. Terrific work. So I guess Sergio is going to be starting today. That's annoying. Duvniak probably is good enough fit enough to actually play today. We're not going to start Saulis. We are going to start Christou. I feel like he's earned his place here. Stiliano obviously can't play on the bench either, so we'll get Michele Drossa in because I feel bad for him, really. But there's links building up throughout this team that I'm starting to get very, very interested in indeed. The Booty-Victor partnership in the midfield is really nice. I do like Adam Brooks a lot too, not just because his name sounds like a hospital. In other news, turns out after every match that Ermis win now, they actually hire a local bus to go on a little open-top bus tour around the town. Some might say it's a bit Tim Pot, but I'm here for it. There's foam, it's everything. They're known as the Ermis Party Bus, and they just let anybody on have a bloody lovely time. And who wouldn't want to party with the Ermis boys? And you should see it. Kitted out with everything. They got speakers, they got a hot tub in it. Don't know how that works when the bus moves. The Venga boys have got nothing on them. In addition to that, Christou has now picked up a sponsorship with a local crisp company. Christou's Crisps, I suppose, is what they would assumably call it. I hope it doesn't draw him away, but the TV commercials are quite something. I find that it's those 4-2-3-1s that we tend to be the most struggle bus, so to speak. Not party bus this time, struggle bus against. But I think that today we have to go out here and grab another victory. We need to just keep the party bus rolling because at the end of the day, it's the main source of entertainment in the local town. And when we win as much as we do, that was an interesting effort. Easily mopped up by Agakwa, down to David Dynamite. Dynamite has gone under the radar this season for me in the sense that he has had an absolutely brilliant year, both defensively and going forward with getting assists and whatnot. But he's regularly putting in astonishing performances from that place. Mira with the ball. Mendy with the flick on. He's got it. Can Mendy score another one? No, we can't. Okay, see, that looked like it was going in, but at the last minute, it just went, ah. Oh, long ball picked up by Jason Scott. Here's the ball around the side. Jarabulus! And Duvniak makes a great save. I think he was on his wrong foot. There we go. Formatas can set us away now. He's got Christou in a bit of space for once. Mendy again. Actually finding some opportunities now. Victor, around the side for Formatas. Mendy's in a good spot again. Can Formatas pick him out? Mendy's block. Booty with the strike, and it's 1-0. And it's Regan Booty with his 6th goal of the season. Mendy with the assist. And just as we were saying that we were expecting Regan Booty to come back into some fighting form, there he is, popping up with a relatively easy finish, in fairness. But Mendy's expected goals has really gone through the roof in the last 5 or 6 matches. He's actually getting a lot more chances to score, and it is really showing. Keeper could do nothing about that. Mendy's fortunate to get the assist, but it doesn't matter as Booty puts us in front. Well, half-time, very, very even game. Regan Booty's goal is the difference. Ha! I love saying it. Like someone said in the comments the other day, what am I going to do when Regan Booty finally retires? Thankfully, he's still only like 22, 23 in real life. So, please, Regan, just keep playing football, please, so I can sign you every single save. I could honestly be doing a save in the depths of the Brazilian rainforest, and I'd find a way to sign Regan Booty up to my 9th tier Brazilian team. It would happen, and he'd probably go for it. He's a good lad, is old Regan. Oh, Christou has been fouled there by Nuka, and maybe they should have just let that go on. Mira might have been in. That's not a bad pass again. Oh, Gakwa could have maybe left that, but Booty flicks it onto nobody. Right, we need another big header. Well played. Right, that's it. Bring it down. Start moving that ball around a little bit. Again, just lumping it to nobody. Not what we need there. And again, we lose the ball. This is unlike us. We're giving the ball away a bit too much for my liking. Travelers, tight angle, and he slots it home. And really, we only have ourselves to blame there. Derenay are definitely deserving of their equaliser. Some of our passing play today has not gone well, to be honest. We were just giving the ball away for no... Victor has to win the ball there. I don't know how he doesn't, but it's a lovely little slide rule pass. The defenders get caught out. I think they just thought that the angle was too wide for him, but it's a great finish, and there's nothing we can do about that. Well, nothing the goalkeeper could do about that anyway. It's not been a good performance from us right now. I would take the point if we had to currently. Agakwa, and it's in the back of the net. Derek Agakwa getting in there from the corner. Fombatas with the great ball in. And I think that might be his first goal of the season. It's all been about Ansoulis so far this year. Agakwa's not had a good game, but he gets on the end of it. It's a lovely little run. Just barrels his way through. Goalkeeper should be doing better than that. And we find ourselves in a very, very fortuitous 2-1 lead. Come on, lads. Right. Changes. Definitely needed. Oh, they're going 4-3-3. So the key thing is, unless they can get the ball to one of their 3 strikers, we're going to have a massive overload. Look at this. Fombatas round the side for Mendy again. Oh, and how has he missed? Oh, Mendy, man. I mean, I've genuinely supported him a lot this season, but you have to do better there. Teams that win titles win games like this, and I think we're going to. Regan Bootie's going to deliver one. And I tell you what, Ansoulis is nearly on the end of that, and it is full time. Derenay 1, Ermis 2. We did not deserve that result there. That was purely... I mean, the Booty goal, obviously, but Agakwa's goal just came out of nowhere. We were really starting to lose a lot of the... We just weren't doing anything. But their switch to 4-3-3 did very nearly pay off for them, but that is a massive win for us. Come on! But we continue to move in the right direction. We picked up a win where we easily could have dropped points there, and we now go 4 points clear of Alki. So things... And I think Alki is going to be the second live com of this video as well. So even more on the line in that game. As we continue going, we haven't lost since match day 1. We haven't lost since the first game of the season, I think it was. Yeah, it was. First game of the season was the first one we'd lost. We've been unbeaten since then. Come on, as Ahironis win as well. Right, little run of games off camera. We'll do quite a few this time, and we'll be back in a second. Right then. This has been a very weird period of off-camera matches. Less to do with the on-pitch stuff and more to do with the off-pitch stuff, but more on that in a sec. As we started off at home against who I've aptly known as the Xylophone people, bad defending here from Agakwa, and Alipor was able to slot them in front after 75 minutes. We did not play well in this game, and it was a concern for me. But thank goodness, 88th minute on the clock here, David Dynamite gets the ball out on the left-hand side, puts a lovely ball in, and there was Christou to slot us 1-1, and captain's goal, very, very important for us. We did not play well enough and frankly did not deserve to get anything out of this game, but we did, and we've been doing this so much this season. As we then went into a game, top of the table clash, away at Kamiotissa, 84th minute, Brooks puts the ball in, Sawless on the end of it, 1-0 Ermis. I would have taken the draw, but to get out of here with a 1-0 victory was absolutely massive, and we played a lot better in this game, really. They had a big chance right at the end, which was well blocked, but other than that, didn't offer anything, and no shots on target. Worst news, though, you'll see here, David Dynamite, 37th minute injury, torn calf muscle. His calf muscle quite literally went bang, sadly, and that is a real issue because he's been so good this season, and he's going to be out for 4 months, and that's most of the rest of the year. But then next up, away at Peck, we kind of got what was coming to us in many ways, you could say. Ball whip to the back post, Martin's there, 3 players, including the goalkeeper there, couldn't do anything about it, and it was a 1-0 victory. We were probably better in this game, ironically, than we were in the last one, but, you know, like I said, we've ridden our luck at times this season in places, and I think it was about time we lost one of these matches, and today was that day. Frustrating, though, as it then left us in a bit of a problem. As we then hosted a rearranged fixture against DeGenis after the match was postponed due to waterlogged pitch, they took the lead, bottom of the table took the lead after 13 minutes. On the stroke of half-time, thankfully, Fombatas slipped one through, and Mendy drops one into the back of the net for 1-1 to bail us out against bottom of the league. Really, really disappointing. But on the 60th minute, we won a penalty. Mendy dispatched it to give us the lead, and we kind of didn't look back from that point onwards. 67th minute, Regan Booty, free kick for his 7th goal of the year, makes it 3-1. Kind of put the game to bed at that point, but we still had more. As Christou picks the ball up here, lovely little disguised pass for Sawless, gets into the box and slots that one home to make it 4-1. Sawless and Christou teaming up brilliantly there, and then they had one more piece of teamwork in the locker for us, as Loco puts the ball inside for Sawless here. Great presence for him to just pick this ball out. Christou getting on the end of it, slaps home his 6th goal of the season to make it 5-1 to Ermis. So it definitely started off poorly, and you can see that we really did just grow into this game, had to grind through them, but a 5-1 victory in the end against bottom of the league. All of a sudden, it looks very, very good, but with the way we started this game, it was trash. But we are still top of the division. Only 1 point clear now of Paralimni. This is the situation we're in. Only 2 points clear of Kamiotissa. The loss, the draw, we've just not been able to quite keep the momentum going. Goal difference is still fantastic. When we're on our day, we are by far the best team in the league. But we've just had a few little off days, and I suspect I know the reason for it. 3 times in this period, I've had fringe players, and I've checked their squad statuses, they are fringe or lower, come to me and say they're not playing enough football. You know the drill, it happens sometimes. The issue is, because of our sort of a reputation within the players, they won't take no for an answer. So they do the whole, I'm unhappy about this, and then you offer to sell them, and they're like, no, I'm going to stay, and I'm going to rock the boat. Which in itself is fine, because the opinions of fringe players don't really matter too much to me. The issue comes when you then get a team meeting called by about 4 or 5, like, starting 11 players saying that they need to start. Then my natural response to that is, well, I'd have to drop, teammates that can, play football and stuff like that. Plus, half these fringe players were playing in their positions, or rather weren't playing in their positions. That's the problem. So I thought, okay, we'll do that. No, they weren't having it. So Christou and several other first teamers continually came to me to say, why aren't you playing this no-name guy instead of me? We're top of the league. We really want to make sure that we're not top of the league. So the bit of self-sabotage going on here with Ermis. I don't know if maybe that was from last season. Maybe Christou's still mad about the fact that I didn't let him go to the top flight side last year. Maybe he just signed a new contract to get a bit of money out of us while he could try and sabotage us from within. Maybe the mistake was appointing him captain. I don't know. But him and his little gang of Robin Hood-esque bandits have started to displace us and upset the squad a little bit right now, which is a little bit frustrating. But hopefully we can put that to bed today after that great win, and hopefully go out and beat Alki today away from home. But we are a bit hit and miss, and with the waterlogged pitch, the game was rearranged to midweek, so there's a slight element of tiredness creeping in. Even Regan Booty sort of struggled in a few games where I found myself substituting him because he just wasn't doing it. Did get a good free kick and played well in the last game though, so hopefully he's back to form. And in other just spectacular news, unsurprisingly, the board have decided that actually the club has got some decent financial troubles. Yeah, I would agree, guys. Their response to that is to reduce the wage budget. That's one of those things that happens. Don't know why they gave me such a large wage budget to begin with. Not that I used most of it. However, they've now halved our wage budget from where it was to where it is now. So it now means that I'm massively overspending, even though I'm spending less than we were before. And now they're annoyed at me for overspending the wage budget, which was the money they gave me to spend on wages. But I don't want to piss off the Ermis board because I've heard things about them. And I feel like we might end up running out of Cyprus at the end of the season, just like packing all our stuff, getting on a ferry, and getting that car out of the country as quickly as bloody possible at the end of the season. We'll try and win the league, try and get promoted, doesn't matter, we need to get out, I think. I'm just hoping there's room in the back of the car for Regan Booty, because we're going to have to smuggle him out of Cyprus at this rate. This is going to be like a midnight operation, I sense. Whatever happens at the end of this season, the moment that last league game happens, we need to just get in the car and go, I think, because we may be chased out of town here. So Loco hasn't done amazingly in the times that he's come in so far for David Dynamite, but we have really no choice. He's the backup in that position. And Diego Gomez also really, really struggled in the last game. I know that his rating would suggest that he didn't, but the amount of times that he would just let balls go right past him or right over his head, even when they were well within his jumping reach, was actually astonishing. Now, obviously, he probably just had a bad game, but thankfully now we can at least bring back in Antsulas, who has been phenomenal in front of goal this season as well. So that's good to see. Get those two back in. The rest of this is looking pretty damn good. Christou's been superbly done so well. I am tempted, honestly, to start Sawless on this left-hand side instead of Miera today. Miera has had 5 games in a row of just awful performances. So I do wonder if having Sawless and Christou in the team, and you saw how well they teamed up last time, might be the killer for us right now. We may need to do it. Now, obviously, we've actually been on a fairly tough run of fixtures when you look at some of the teams we've played, other than the bottom club in that period. They've all been relatively good sides. Even though Peck were a little bit further down, they're still a newly relegated team. And this is the last one of those for a while. I think we have 5 or 6 games in a row now against teams sort of 8th, 9th downwards type of games. And I think that's where we could really make our money back, so to speak. Really poor sort of first half an hour of this game. Now, did we or did we not? No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. We lost to Alki in the first game of the season, didn't we? Because Sissoko just tore us a new one. What a save from Duvniak. I thought that was just going to ghost in. Sissoko again proving how dangerous he can be. It's not been a good performance from us so far. Booty's ball in. Victor's on the end of it. Oh, he's at the post. Oh, he's offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted. We are still kind of on top in this one. Controlling possession, slowly starting to create a few more little chances whilst not giving much up ourselves, which is good. Oh, look at the run from Regan Booty. Great first touch, Regan Booty. What a brilliant run that was. Haven't seen enough of that from him in the last few matches, to be fair. It's Mendy! Oh, dearie me. Half time. We're definitely on top in this game, but aren't creating a grand deal of really quality chances. Booty probably could have done better with that. Mendy had a chance. we could potentially slip to third. Actually, I don't know if we can because of goal difference. Maybe if we lost, I suppose. Sawless, Victor, and Mendy. Oh, I saw what he was trying to do. He was trying, and yes, the thumbs up there, I think from Christou. That was the right idea. He nearly pulled something magic off there, but I do think we're looking pretty good. Fombatas now. Maybe just sneak one from a set piece. It's been a while since we've scored like a corner or something. And we have conceded a few... Uh-oh, we're looking... Oh, they've done it again. To be fair, that wasn't where I expected that corner to go. I thought it was going far post where they had us outnumbered. And the fact that it did go near post makes me think we should have probably done something about that. Cheers, man on the line. Good to see you doing your job. The only time we've really looked... We haven't looked good lately. Ever since all these sort of annoying team meetings have been popping up. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, well. And if you can't defend... Like, we considered the goal against the Genis like this. Although that was from... No, it was a corner, I think, actually. And 2 just extraordinarily soft goals today. Like, again, you've got a challenge on him. And the man on the line does nothing. Again, just stood there. Don't even attempt to challenge for it. Mental. It's not been a good performance from us in general, though, to be fair. Like, we didn't offer much at all in the second period that we should have done, as Mira's on there. Wow, good header from him. Probably could have done better, but there we go. Alki 2, Ermis 0. Not a good performance at all. Still, you'd argue it was probably the better side of the night, but it is what it is. When you concede 2 goals of that kind of style, it's just like, ugh. But it is what it is. If you put a guy on the post and they don't, like, you know, do anything, I guess, what can you do? Over the last sort of 4 or 5 games, we have no longer looked like we were in control in the same way we were before, where we could take anybody on. Nowadays, they seem to cower quite a lot, and it's interesting to see the swing in that period. Obviously, we're far from out of this yet. We're still on for a massively good point. We're still on 2 points a game right now, and it's still a massive title race, and we just need to get some fixtures against some slightly worse sides to just start to get some confidence back and hopefully build ourselves, because those big teams have been playing a lot of the bottom sides in a row lately, so hopefully we can get a little run together soon. So next up, we've got 13th place, then 11th, then 10th, then 12th, and then finally with Paralimni in there as well. So we've got a run of 4 matches against teams 10th or lower. I expect us to at least win 3 of those games now that we're in this... Like, we need to dig ourselves out of this little rut. I say rut, we're still second in the league, but given our start to the season, I actually expected us to be sort of flying away from it a little bit now, but it weirdly seems to be that we're our own worst enemy at the moment. Infighting and silly nonsense is actually what seems to be costing us. I guess that happens in real football clubs too, but Christ... calm it down, lads, eh? Let's just concentrate on winning the league, eh? So that's going to be next episode, of course. Going to get to see the game against Paralimni. That's going to be massive. We have to do that. They are top of... Well, they'll probably be top of the league by then, unless we stay there. That's what you want to see. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, no party bus today for the game after Alki, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully we can get the party bus pumped back up again for the next few fixtures and start to get some wins together, because, I'd hate to see it slip away in this style. Anyway, if you've enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be awesome. Stream on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Go follow over there too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more madness in Cyprus, which is where we are, because that's how sentences work. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.